All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
High 7. Check 4.
Third and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready? 60 or.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, on 133.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurry! Hey, Charlie! I know he ain't got it. 56 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open here, Adam Thielen. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Adam Thielen there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 10. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Traquan Smith. 47 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Mara to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Don't get nervous. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Go.
Ready? Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Chiefs 21, Ravens 7.
last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Point it right. Hey, Delta.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Mayfield now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Push him back.
Here's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Complete to Odell Beckham. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, break.
You don't want that. You don't need to pick up the ball.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Andy Isabella, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd down, Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Following the penalty, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. A 2nd down.
53,
Go. Five.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky is going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they will run it with Michel. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
No.
Run.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Point it right. I got you.
Mayfield down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And he'll be taken down. And for the moment, a big loss, but we do have a penalty marker to attend to. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Regular.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a... The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
What we got?
Let go.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We own them. Watch the eye.
Trubisky will throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards.
A 57-yard gain. 1st down, Baltimore.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. And
he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Good. 180. 56. Hey, let's get in that holes. Point it right, point it right, point it right. King. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right. 56.
Throwing. Mayfield. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Alert. Point it right. Real. Shift. Quick the edge. Come. Watch the safety creep. Check 13.
From the gun, Mayfield rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Let's go.
From the 31, Trubisky looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coach.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
56 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Switch up, switch up. Play 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's in. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm here all day.
Clear.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Wild Bill.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Chiefs, That'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a